and their views about massage therapy, and we finally have a massage therapist who has probably seen more than the average, and she's willing to share her experiences with all of us. And let me introduce Carey.
Hello.
So Carey, can you explain or go through like your background, like what you've gone through, like which school you graduated from, if you want to? I know some people don't want their schools being named on because I know the schools had a bad reputations, or most of our schools have. So if you can explain, like, okay, the school you graduated from, how long you've been into massage therapy, what got you into massage therapy, just little questions right there.
So I was in business until I was around 42, and then I decided to go to Baltimore School of Massage in 2011.
Lord,
and I was interested in the program. I wasn't really focusing on becoming a massage therapist professionally because I enjoyed business. So I went through the school, I enjoyed it, and then I guess 3 years later I decided to actually get into massage therapy. So I started working for Oges Spa in Elkridge in 2015 and worked there for 2 years. And within the 2 years I started my own home business.
Very nice.
And then now it's been over 2 years.
All right. And as she just stated, she went into business. Most people will think like, hey, I went to massage school and I got to work so many hours or years just to open my own place. No, Carey did it kind of very fast. Me, it took me years. It took 8 years after massage therapy to finally wake up and realize I can do this on my own. I was scared, I was nervous. She actually did it a lot quicker than I did. And so that's the purpose of these videos, is to show you like you don't have to be scared. We have a lot of therapists out here, massage estheticians, yoga instructors, personal trainers, health and wellness gurus alike. And we're making the business so much money. Like you really don't even realize, like if you sat down and really did the numbers, I mean really crunch how many people per hour that you're working on, times a day, times a week, times a month, times a year, or times a couple years, if you've been there for 5 more, you would be very surprised, like, wow, I actually could have did this on my own, or at least did both jobs, do like a little side hustle, my own personal business, plus still work at your main job and just do both. So Carey's here to explain, hey, I did it. I'm living proof. Because I know you guys see my video, you don't want to keep hearing everything that I have to say. You need to hear it from other massage therapists because they have the true insight, and they've worked different places than I've worked, and you need to get a collective feel about where everybody works. So Carey, BSOM or BSOM?
BSOM, yes.
Oh Lord, how was your experience at that school? And you could be totally honest. You can let it fly.
You know, I hate to talk bad about the school because I've created a business through my education there.
Nice, okay.
So I'm grateful for Baltimore School of Massage. Funny though, my first week there was 2 fist fights in the hallway for the program, and I was like, are we in massage school? Why is people so tense? But yeah, it was a little rowdy at massage school, but I enjoyed the program.
Okay.
I liked the education. The information was super interesting to me. Some of the teachers are better than others, but I was older, you know, I was almost in my mid-40s, so I knew that the education was my own. I was paying this money. I wasn't leaning on the teacher to teach me everything. I knew that I had to make my own education there as well. Watching YouTube, doing my own research, asking questions, going above and beyond. So, and that's because I had a real passion for it. I didn't understand then, but now I understand. I had a real passion for massage, so
very nice.
I liked the school. And you know what? I have a friend. We have Kirstine, and she's a colleague and a co-educator, classmate. So, and Kelly White, another classmate. So I have long-term friends from there.
So as you guys can see, not every massage school, even if it is bad, it isn't totally bad. Like you do come with, or it has a bigger outcome if you really look back, like, okay, I at least had this, I've gained friends, I've actually had to teach myself, because sometimes teaching yourself can actually be better than the instructor, because like, man, you're forced to actually go and find the information. It's like, man, I have to become my own expert. And YouTube, it's not 100%. Yes, I'm not saying you should get all your education from YouTube or any other channels. Therefore, but it is a great teacher because you do have some quality education on there where it's like, wow, YouTube could actually have a YouTube University. I bet you people would sign up for it. Like I know I would. I'm like, hey, because some of those instructors and teachers on there are actually really, really good. And actually, you do have professors on there. They have like part-time gigs and side hustles. And Carey, like her own business, she can actually parlay that into her own YouTube channels and teach her experiences and how to run a business. Because there's not too many of us who have our own actual business. So hopefully with her blessing, we can actually see her home business in pretty much real life, or it's going to be live. Like you're going to see, hey, this is my table, this is my lotion, this is how I set it up. Because you guys need to see that. You always asking me, because I don't have my own business anymore because I had to downgrade. I'm saving for a bigger place, and bigger means more money, which I don't have right now. But I will. Jesus. I will one day. I'm just now doing my taxes. Jesus. But anyways, a lot of estheticians, barbers, stylists, massage therapists, they always want to know, what did you do in the beginning steps of having your business? Did you do a business plan? Did you write down everything that you wanted? Or what did you do to...
So because I was an office manager and worked in an office setting for most of my working career, I already had an understanding of how to run a business. But I would definitely say, I just started an LLC, which is online. You just go online to the state of Maryland, whatever state you're in, and investigate how to start an LLC, limited liability company. And I did it all online in a matter of minutes. Mainly you're paying a fee, that's most of it. And then, of course, get insurance. And so I signed up with AMTA Trade. And so they provide insurance. They also provide CEUs and other videos for you. And I just took the first step, basically. I had my room. It wasn't fully decorated. I just started. I had a minor following at where I used to work. And so because I built a book up so fast there, I said, there's no way I can't do this on my own. There's just no way. And so I just took the first step and started doing it on my days off from where I was working and working from home. And then lowered my schedule over there and widened my schedule at home, and just kind of like transitioned that way. But to initially start the business, it was very easy. The LLC, the insurance, you need space, equipment. But, as far as decorating and all that stuff is over time. So I've been here 2 years and I'm still honing and I'm still decorating. So I wouldn't let that hold you up or anything. But mostly it's just taking the first step, declaring the business with the state, getting the insurance,
That's correct,
and your equipment and space. And once you show up and really you put your heart into it and you really listen to your clients, which is another big piece of information. Do you remember, like in the break room, people would say, oh, the client wanted this done, but I focused here. And I used to say, don't do that. Listen to your client and build a trust, and then the client's going to say, do whatever you want. And so, really having a passion for it, you can't fail.
Well, the reason why I brought that question up for everybody who's been interviewed is because a lot of you have always said, oh, I got this high-paid lawyer and I went through all this extra steps, and I spent. You'd be surprised the emails that I get. Not everything's on the YouTube channel because some things are private, they're personal, and they don't want to share everything on YouTube. So I have my personal email on those channels so they can email me. And people have spent hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for stuff you can easily do online, on your own. It's like, it's actually super easy now. But back in the day, you had to actually have a representative.
Because you had to run to the courthouse and all that stuff. Now you do all this stuff online.
That's right. And it's super easy. Yes, like, thank God.
It's just investigation, And I think that if you approached your trade school, they would help you. I think.
Yes, some in their career. What's the Career Center or
Career Development?
Yeah, some of them are actually very helpful and they'll walk you through the processes, which is very easy. Carey just explained everything. It's nothing hard anymore. You don't have to really hunt down people or get an ad agency to do all this legwork for you. You have social media that does that for you now. You have Groupon. So many. There's so much you can do to get out here. Now, Carey, is owning your own business, speaking of like Groupons or social media, do you do any social media or Groupon?
I have not spent one red cent on advertising. Not one penny.
No, and that's good. Yeah, okay.
Other than giving out my own promotions like $20 gift certificates, or giving out free massage to people. So you're putting your hands on them, and then people talk. That's really most of my business is referrals.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you saying that, because some people, no matter how much I say it, no matter how much I emphasize it, like, you do not have to hire social media the gurus. Oh, I'll do your page for you. You can do your own page, your own mouth, your touch, like you just said, word of mouth. That is your social media. Like, if people are social, they're gonna talk about what you've done to them.
Yep.
And there's been like people spending small fortunes and going broke. Like, you could have put that money into your own business instead of actually paying people. And some people are talented at social media, but you're taking a big gamble because you don't know what they're putting out there for you. They could be putting out some, and also with a happy ending, and also with the, you don't know, or they may hint to something like that. And they'll put up pictures. I have a young friend of mine. She didn't mind it at first, but she did these headshots. She did all the social media, put together media marketing kit is what they call it, or whatever it is. And he had her in a bathing suit, had her in like yoga pants. Like, she's amazing. She has an amazing body, yes, and she's a massage therapist. So there's like, you're gonna take pictures of doing this. I'm like, but that sends a different signal to some clients. And she had a lot of people at her door. People were calling crazy hours. I'm like, well, look at your website. Look at what you have, a low cut. And I'm not saying don't show your body, but just remember, it's gonna attract certain. And
you're setting a certain vibe. As well. Like, I'm always wearing kind of higher things, especially if I know if I'm having male clients. I really do just minimize any of those kinds of thoughts.
Right.
And another thing that because I was also too getting kind of creepy men in the beginning, and how I solved that is my best friend is a lawyer, and I had her write a paragraph. So whenever I have a new male client, to all my new clients, I send a reply email, thank you for booking and all this stuff. But with the men, I have that bottom paragraph that is legally written saying Miracles Massage obeys all Maryland laws, and there'll be no sexual whatever it is. But it's like legally written, and I've actually gotten cancellations right after people received that. So women and men, I would suggest that. That is something I definitely learned, like to send a reply email to really all clients stating that there's no sexual.
That's right.
What is it?
Well, I'm not saying this is. I can't believe I'm saying. Actually, I probably shouldn't say that.
Well, people do get misconstrued. I've had men say, do you offer another kind of massage?
Well, and that's not totally bad. At least the guy's up front with you and saying, okay, well, I thought this was this type of massage. Because if you get that guy on the table and he doesn't say anything, he just wants something, he gets mad and gets into a rage, and like he's Hulk all of a sudden, he's green, and he just wants to damage your home or damage your business. You kind of want to be like you're up front, like, no, this, before you even buy, like you said,
before you even get here.
Exactly, they canceled, and at least that guy, even though he probably read it, he still asked you up front. So it's like, no.
Though this I learned after that. After I had a couple of those,
okay.
I said, I don't want that anywhere, because I am working in my house. I do not want that connotation or that sentiment anywhere near here.
Right.
And I have a true passion for massage. I feel like it has a real healing, and we are like medics. I have a lot of clients in their 20s that don't go to the doctor. They come here for a massage. So I definitely want to maintain that very high standard of holistic healing.
That's right. And I'm not saying that it's wrong for you to wear a low cut shirt or yoga pants, because some people are comfortable that way. I've seen Red Door work there, Massage Heights, massage, all the places. And some people, and we do have a dress code at Massage Envy or those places, Red Door and all, but certain therapists who have a high like customer rate, like when people are booking them 2 weeks in advance, oh, they've let certain people wear whatever they wanted to, almost as long as it had a Massage Envy logo or something, and they allowed it only because it was money. But it also brought in a different type of element, like certain clients, like, oh, she does this, she does. Yeah, it kind of sets that person up. Massage Envy, they don't really care, they're getting the money. Well, not just them, it's any corporation. But it also showed that there was a lot of creepy guys coming in looking for an extra service because she was dressed in a certain way, or he was with oh my god, what's his I'm trying
the
to
Baltimore Ravens guy?
no, actually we didn't work. Oh, I'm sorry, this is another business. We had a guy named Anthony. Yeah, he was tall, he was Puerto Rican, wet wavy hair. Yeah, he was a looker. He was a because even if I even see him down, I'm like, man, okay, I see why the ladies are going crazy. You know, because he was in shape. He was a personal trainer and a massage therapist. Yeah, he had it going on. So it's like he was bringing in a lot of clients, but some of those clients, they kind of assumed that he was. Well, we started off at Equinox Fitness. So Equinox had a massage therapy program as well, but it was just inside the gym, but no one really knew about it. But he would wear like this one piece, almost like a romper, but it was skin tight. Yeah, and it was like a tank top, like, so you could really see literally everything, package, everything. Oh yeah, you could see.
Oh my.
And the company didn't mind because he was a personal trainer, so the personal trainers can kind of wear what they want to wear. Like there was and then there wasn't a dress code. Because certain managers that they know they're bringing a lot of clientele and getting that money, they didn't care. So for him, yeah, it brought other people for happy endings. Because yeah, some of those ladies in there, and they were there, they did not care. They were like,
women too?
They were always on him. Yeah, they were. It happens in this business, but and he branched out and made his own business. But he actually ended up getting in trouble with a married. Oh man, I think he was like a police officer or something. Yeah, like he got fired. And it wasn't because it was not consensual. It was just because it was against our principles, our rules. Once you get in trouble, even though they're condoning certain things of your wearing your wear attire, but they're still not condoning you doing certain things in the room or building up clientele, and you're saying that you're doing extracurricular activities. So just be careful when you're opening your own business, because it can come back to bite you. Your sexiness can come back on you. Even though, yes, you're getting the clientele, you're getting business, people are crazy. And if you say no to somebody, oh man, it's like World War III. Like, who says no to another gorgeous person? That's hard for some people to swallow. Like, if you're extremely gorgeous, like some women, like, you're saying no to this? I got my legs, or a guy who's very, very handsome and the therapist doesn't want, it's some people's egos, and then they'll go to the front desk and say you did X, Y, and Z, and who's going to believe you? They're normally always going to believe the customer, because the customer's paying. Wherever the money's coming from, they're kind of going to go ahead and they tend to believe them, even though they could be wrong. But they don't want the negativity in the news. They don't want you. They know you're not going to go to the news channel, but they will. They're quick to go to the police. They're quick to set you up. So be careful in these home businesses, regular businesses, side business, whatever you're going to do. Just use wisdom. We appreciate you elaborating on what can happen. Because there's a lot of dummies in my class or students who think they're going to do. I have a young lady, her name is Shanta. Shanta wants to open, because she's a stripper, and she wants to have a stripper slash massage slash cannabis. I'm like, the weed part of it, okay, I can understand if you have something where it's a legal state, you want to offer a joint or two to your clients, okay, I can, but even with that, you're probably going to get raided a lot, because even though it's legal in DC places get raided all the time, the dispensaries, they do, not in a bad raid where it's like bombs going off, you know, it's just they'll come in with a warrant, they'll search all of your stuff in the middle, broad daylight, like they don't care. I was like, well, if you're gonna do that, that could be a problem, and then you want to do stripping slash stuff. I don't.
That's like, then she's just open. She's being like a prostitute. So like, don't include massage.
Oh, I was like, look, you're probably gonna get shut down within your first week, because someone's always gonna rat you out. Like one of your clients, somebody's gonna get out here and start word of mouth. So it spreads like wildfire, especially in that business. You're gonna have people. It's dangerous for one. Like you're by yourself, unless you're gonna have security. But then, what if you? I don't know. It's. I just wonder about. And she is. Yeah, she's gorgeous. But I just, man. And don't get me wrong. It's like now I'm telling her like the good advice. Me in my earlier years, I probably would have been like, oh man, that's a great, you know what I mean? It's like, I probably would have given her the bad advice, like, you know what, yeah, that's a good business. You should start that. Because I would have. I'm like, wow, that's actually going to be very lucrative. Because it could be. But I didn't realize the dangers of things back when I was younger. So in 2002, when I went to massage school, yeah, I was all for it. Like my first year or two, yeah, I was like, oh, how can people? Because I felt in my eyes it was kind of like, man, I'm the man. I'm making somebody feel so good that they won't have, you know, because that never happens. Like if I walk down the street, I'm never gonna fucking have, you know what I mean? Like, come on, I don't care how in shape you are, how good you look. I mean, yeah, you'll get the draws later on. Like if you finagle or the woman's that fine. Yes, women can get any. Come on, that's a given. But for guys, no. Even if you have a lot of money, you still got to do something to even get there. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Women, yeah.
You ain't just like, hey, just get in the car and fuck. Like, But in massage therapy, it seems like you're in that small room, intimate room, and it can happen within 15 minutes, literally, of you rubbing somebody, and because they've never been touched that way, they've never been. It is healing in an aspect of like, man, I need sexual healing, I need spiritual healing, I need just mental. It is. It's like, wow, I never thought I could experience something like this, and for some people, it's like, wow. This is my life. I want you right now. You know, it's like, shit, what do I do? And if you turn down a person, like, you didn't mean to put them in that type of mood, but it's like, what do you do? And so a lot of my students, they, during clinic, we have that sometimes. Like, there's people who will request people, oh, yeah, she did this and that, and I just have to have her. There's a lot of ladies and men, they request certain people. I'm like, yeah, it's becoming kind of personal now. Like, beyond, it's like, not psychotic, but obsessive.
Really?
Yeah. We've had to cook a lot of people out of clinics half the time. Just for like moaning and groaning and asking for. I'm like, oh man, you do know you're. We can hear everything. You know what I mean? It's weird because they know.
It's just like BSM, like just the curtains.
Just the curtain.
Yeah, that's appropriate though for a student clinic, I think.
Well, they'll say certain things right there in front of everybody. I'm like, there's no wall. We can hear you on the opposite side, you know. And we're thinking people are fucking in the room because you can hear them loudly moaning. I'm a moaner too. Don't get me wrong. If I'm in a chair massage, you get my neck real good. I'm like, you know, like I'll moan because it did. It felt good. It felt great, but it wasn't like I'm getting hard or erecting. No, it just I do let out a moan sometimes. So we have a guy and a couple ladies. They moan like the whole session. I'm like, oh god. What is going on? So we'll have to like peek in the curtain, you know, see, make sure they're not fucking up. Because we've had that too. We've had.
Yeah, BSM too had that.
We've had people fucking in the. And some people don't care. Like some people and the massage therapists, they don't give a fuck if they get caught. I'm like, wait a minute, like, and you're gonna be attracted. Because I was like, man, there's going to be people you're gonna be attracted to. Don't get me wrong. You're just gonna be like, wow, this person is. Their conversation is great. They smell great. They look great, and plus they're rubbing me and like my feet. Oh my god! We had one. She's good on orgasm. I mean, on her feet. There's nothing wrong. We don't kick her out or anything. But yeah, she climaxes every time. Oh yeah, like clockwork. Like oh man, I hate to say I was spying, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna see this time and see what people are saying because they were trying to get the lady kicked out because it's girl on girl this time. So I think Amanda. She had it. I was like, okay, so because we didn't have a met, like she requested somebody, and so Amanda gets her, and Amanda's picky. She's fickle. She doesn't even want. I don't know why she's in massage therapy. To be honest with you, she doesn't want to do anything. So like, all right, I'll just send her Amanda, and maybe she's not gonna get off on Amanda. But no, Amanda was doing the little feet and doing in between, like I told her, like no, get in between, and I was watching it, and she clenched the sides, like. I'm like, wow, she didn't have a climax from just feet. That's amazing.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I know, right? So I guess people just have different erogenous zones, and it's yeah. But we never kick her. But she's always like that with the yeah. She always lets out a. I'm like, what the fuck was that? But it's like loud though, because everybody's quiet.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
yeah.
What was that? But yeah, it's just I don't know. She can have an orgasm just from. Touch.
Wow, that's crazy.
So it just shows students like don't get everybody in trouble. Like some people are just gonna have moments, but you know, just be careful.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let's get back. I'm sorry. I'll keep talking. In closing. So in closing, I know we talked a lot about the do's, the don'ts, the warnings, don't let what I have to say deter you from all the other videos that I've watched. I have my own personal feelings, I have my own experiences, but this is from a different massage therapist's point of view. And so don't take everything, like I said, for gospel. Like, it's just, you have to do it this way. No, you do not. There's right ways, wrong ways. Just always try to stay on the right way, whatever way that is for you. If it's ethical, stick with it. If it's unethical, even if it's a thought in your mind that you have to keep thinking about it, it's probably unethical. It just is. If you have to really sit there and think, man, should I act upon this? Then don't do it. If you have to really think about it, don't even put yourself in that predicament. So, Carey, is there any other things that massage therapists need to look out for, be aware of, or like in this massage field, like anything on your mind for them?
That was really my only concern, was the creepy guys. I would say if you're going to start your own business, make sure you socialize, because it is a bit isolating. But other than that, it's great. Instead of making 24% at a spa, you're making 100% of your fee, plus tip.
Yes.
So it's definitely worth it to go out on your own. There is a risk, but it is worth it. Especially if you have a true passion for massage, because then you're doing all the laundry and you're doing all the admin and all that stuff. But I love all the aspects of owning my own business. You know, if you don't want to work any certain day, you just block the day off and you don't have to ask anyone. You don't need a sub. You know, you have complete control. So it's fantastic.
Now, for those who don't have like a support system, if you are totally on your own, if you have, because you are married,
yeah,
and you have your family
Daughter.
supports you through massage therapy as well. So see, some people have like a support system. Now, if you're on your own, like me, I was totally on my own. But actually, I had the military. So when I started out, because I was still in the military, so I still had a fallback. So I guess that would be my. And plus, my family, they're back home, but they're not going to send me any money or anything. They're not going to support me like I need to be supported. Because they'll probably just say, no, you need to stick with the military, which is great advice. But for me, yeah, I was literally in California. I was on my own. The massage schools out there were totally different. I went to the Asian Arts Healing Center. I didn't speak any of the language. I had to really get an interpreter. Yang had to help me out all the time. Like because he spoke English. Like he went to UCLA. He was one of the owner's sons. The owners, everybody who owned that school. Oh yeah, there was no And Yang, whenever he could, when he was there, he had to translate for me. Like I could not understand anatomy. I didn't understand. Oh God, it was very, very tough. So I actually had to go on base. I had to go through well, we call them corpsmen. Like the corpsmen are like our doctors, our nurses in the field, stuff like that. So they taught me what anatomy books to look up, what to read, the muscles. So that's how I learned. And in the school in California, you only needed maybe 3 months of training. That was it. There was no certification test at the end. So it was easy for me. But as far as opening a business, oh no, I was so far behind. I was unprepared for anything. Like I didn't have like my family, they didn't know about business. Carey has a background in business administration or office. I have no idea how to file anything. I didn't know about 1099 forms. I didn't taxes, EINs. There's so much
that's the
stuff.
other thing, you have to get an EIN.
Yeah.
The LLC and the EIN and insurance.
There you go. And I was doing everything ass backwards. So like I said, don't do it like I did. I had to learn years later. I finally got my shit together. Got with good people like Carey and they helped me out. And so make sure you don't try to do everything on your own. If you can have a support system or help, or just ask somebody for help, because they may have some better information that you have. You might think in your mind that I know it all. No one knows it all. Just ask for help when you can.
And you can go to the trade associations, American Massage Therapy Association and AMB.
Yep. AMB.
TA?
What's it, AMB? Man, I forgot their
I forget,
acronyms.
and I just signed up with them.
Yeah,
but anyway,
so
the trade associations are very informative.
Yes,
as
please.
well.
Please use your resources.
Mm-hmm.
And, but yeah, like I'm saying, if you do have family, if you're by yourself, if you're a single dad, single mom, man, it is hard because a lot of you out there, yes, you do have other responsibilities. You probably have a career right now and you're thinking about leaving it just to do massage therapy. I'm not telling you to do it or not to do it, but if you need stable income, if you got to take care of your kids, your husband, or whoever else, then you might want to stick with your job and have massage therapy as a plan B. Don't leave your bread and butter just yet, just because you got a lot of clients, because they love you this year, but they might not love you the next year. Certain jobs are more stable than massage therapy. It's just massage therapy is always going to be around because someone will always be aching and hurting, and we need body work. But if your body starts to break down and you can't even function with your hands anymore, now you're the one in the predicament. It's like, damn, I should have never left that good job. I've had 2 PhD, Kim, BSOM. Kim she has a PhD, drove a white Range Rover to school. I'm like, damn, who was that? Is that another instructor? Oh no, she has a nice job. She wanted to leave her good job that she only had 4 more years to retire to do massage therapy. I'm like, no, if you have 4 more years, put up with the bullshit, then do massage therapy. And she did listen, thank God. And I don't know why she wouldn't, because she's a PhD. I'm like, she's smart. But in her mind, like, she was attractive. And a lot of men in her office, she's maybe 4 women out of 100 men. And so she's always getting, ridiculed, even though she's the boss. She's one of the main bosses, but they still treat her self-esteem was shot. Every time she would come to school, she was always, you know what I mean? Like, damn, what is going on? So some people will get out of a job just to come into this, because you're by yourself. You don't have the corporate assholes on your back, or men degrading you, or women, or whatever the case may be, just to come into massage therapy. If you can grind it out, if you can hold on, hold on. You don't have to stay with that job. If it's mentally draining you to where you want to do something crazy, then by all means, get out of that fucking job.
And go work at a spa.
Yeah, do something.
Working at a spa is good.
Yeah, spas are great. That's where I first started. Well, no, I started a salon, I'm sorry. Jesus, what am I talking about? Then I went to a spa. But yes, but please, 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 I know a lot of you are out there that's like that. Hey, I want to quit this, I want to do that. Your family might not be as supportive. Carrie's family supportive of her. Mine definitely, when they started to see the money of it, or that I'm going to do well in it, they then started to support me. But in the beginning, no, they didn't. My mom was like, you need to stay where you are. You need to have a steady paycheck. So just please listen to what we're talking about. And we're going to go ahead and go into the room so you guys can see Carrie's wonderful setup. Oh, so you guys can now finally see. Oh, wait, no?
We can. We'll have to stop the video and then we can.
Oh, okay. All right, no problem. All right, cool. So stay tuned for that. Okay. Oh, my leg fell asleep.
All right. Wake your leg up and let me. I don't have. Let me just.
God. Pins and needles. Pins and needles.
Oh God.
Lord, Jesus, I'm getting old. I'm getting old. Okay, so now we're in
Miracles Massage.
Miracles Massage. Yes, and Carrie, how do we find you in Miracles Massage? Or would you like to put your information?
My online website is miraclesmassage444.com.
Perfect. Wow. And if you look around at Carrie's wonderful Miracles Massage Wellness
Home studio.
As you can see, she has an electric table. So Carrie, if you can put your
super important for body mechanics.
Yes.
I started off with the electric table and then it broke months later. So don't buy Chinese made massage tables. So this here is I think it's a Oakworks. Yeah, this is an Oakworks lift. So this is my table from school on top of the hydraulic lift.
What?
So if you want to get a table like this, you can. And then if you want to take your table with you, you're doing an at-home or mobile massage, you can take the table off. Wow. Just kind of like belt it down.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and it's kind of quiet. It's not too loud. It's quick.
Jeez. Wow, and so you have the walls painted, and that's amazing.
This my brother-in-law painted, my Buddha, who I love. That's and then amazing. I have all my crystals and stones here, my chakra crystals, my quartz wand, my onyx Buddha.
Wow. Onyx quartz. So we're gonna zoom in so you guys can see what we're talking about.
My chakra stones
Mm-hmm.
for Reiki. And my
Wonderful.
Buddha guy.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. So what about linens and like if somebody comes in and they say, "Hey, I need clothing," or you give them a towel or a robe? I think I see the robe.
I have a robe here.
Mhm.
So usually I'll do the intake, well always I do the intake in here and then I leave the room so they get undressed. They can leave their clothes on the chair or hang them up on the hooks behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get in the table and then I come in. So I'm actually thinking about getting some kind of table with a drawer so people can put their clothes inside a drawer, but right now it's just like on the chair.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So you guys have the Himalayan stone, like the lamp?
My Himalayan salt lamp, I have 3 in here, and that's
Nice.
1 of 3.
Right.
My cabinet, it's kind of messy in here.
Oh no, that's cool.
Cabinet
They get to see
with-
the setup, so they're like,
With my,
Mhm.
this usually houses my hot towels and my hot stones, and then I have my hot pillow in here, and then I have a back wrap in the crock pot. This is my
Nice.
CBD and my regular lotion.
See? Yep, she uses the good stuff.
Yeah, essential oils for beginning and end.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
And I don't keep my sheets and towels in here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And the walls are wonderful. The wood, I love the feel of
Pine.
it. Wow.
Pine wood. I make my own jewelry.
Very nice. See, as you can see, she's an entrepreneur, not just massage therapy. Whatever you're good at, you have another selling point.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Mm-hmm.
I make my own lotions right here, regular body butter and CBD body butter. This stuff is magic, really, really helps, anti-inflammatory, super antioxidant, great for acne, interacts with your cells to make them healthier and make you look healthier. The list is long and gets longer all the time. So.
And how many times have I been telling you guys this? CBD is the way to go.
CBD is the way to go.
Yes, it is.
And if you're interested in like getting vape CBD or supplement CBD, I use CBD isolate when I make my own lotion.
Mm-hmm.
My friend actually is the one who sells it, and it's Buy CBD Oil Online, BUY CBD Oil Online.com. He's got a website there. His name is Andy, and if you have any questions, you can email him. He's really good about getting back, and he's super knowledgeable on all things CBD. So you can tell him I sent you, Carey Harris.
Yep. And then Carey, she has her own line. Look at, oh man, it's perfect.
I make my own lip balm here. Of course, we sell pink Himalayan bath salt, biofreeze. These are little boxes I just made because I'm a nerd.
Stop it.
I sell baskets so people can build their own baskets.
Mm-hmm.
So you can, it's always good to sell merch.
Yes, always. Because you'd be surprised how many times that you guys can make money
Yes.
off of other massage products.
Yes.
And don't even have to lift a finger. Like people love what you're
Candles.
selling, like what you're using on their bodies.
Yep.
Yeah. See, in aromatherapy. Oh, you have a nice aromatherapy.
Mm-hmm. Essential oils.
Wow. So this is your setup. So when somebody comes in, you put in their.
This is my setup. Normally my computer would be on and open.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd have music playing. I have a very good speaker back here.
Wow.
And yeah. Read book here.
Mm-hmm. So when they're leaving out of here, like, oh, I will see you next week, and you just put everything in.
Yep.
Make sure they don't even have a time to think about their.
Yes, and the other thing you'll need when you start a business is definitely software. So you can keep your scheduling, payments, notes, which is so important.
Yes.
So I actually use Bodywork Buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And you can look them up. They have subscriptions. I do an annual subscription, and it's perfect for sole proprietors. It keeps all gift certificates, notes, different services.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, look it up. When you're starting a business, you need software. Bodywork
Yes.
Buddy. Again, tell her I sent you, Carey Harris.
There you go. All right.
Shameless plug.
No, we're all about empowering and motivating people or massage therapists to do their own businesses and how to sell things. Because people are always wondering, like, hey, how do I make money? How do I upsell? How do I do this and X, Y, and Z? Because that's one thing in school we don't really teach people is how to upsell, how to make your own products, how to actually be an entrepreneur.
And the other good thing about upselling with CBD is I'm using it on my clients. I charge them $15 more for it, and I'm getting the benefits as well.
Yes.
So my joints are not sore, my arms are not sore because I'm using all my body parts, so that's all getting CBD on it.
Perfect.
So another excellent reason to use CBD, self-care.
Wow. And so you have like a coat rack so people can hang up their coats when they come in. And this is the front door. When they come in, they can park right there. And they just come right on in.
Yep.
Wow.
My logo, little painting up there.
Oh yeah, the logo. That is awesome.
Yeah, my brother-in-law's an artist.
Man, he does wonderful work. So as you guys can see, this is a transformation room.
Was a garage.
This was a garage.
This was the garage for the house.
Wow.
And if you do that, make sure that your area doesn't have an HOA, which I made sure of, because we had to take the garage doors off.
Gotcha. Wow, and so you even have a dehumidifier?
This is an air conditioner.
Oh, air conditioner. Jesus.
It is like a dehumidifier. And then this is my heater. This is the bomb heater right here, Vernado.
Yep.
The best heater on the market.
And so why do you need a heater in certain areas or certain rooms?
Well, this was the garage. It is insulated, but there's no ductwork in here.
Very good, because there's always going to be somebody, well, why do you have a heater in this room? Why can't you just heat it? I'm like, trying to convert a garage or anywhere that's something where it's going to house like outside equipment or cars.
No ductwork.
Yeah, it's hard to have something that heat this area. I mean, it'd be nice to heat your car. That would actually be a great idea if you had a heated garage.
Yeah.
Because your car is still cold in the garage. Your garage still gets wind or. So yes, we definitely have to have our heaters and in the summer air conditioning.
Yes.
Because some people are gonna forget that whole process right there, that step. They're like, oh well, it's gonna be cold in here. And it's like, no, summer it can get hot.
Oh, it gets super hot in here in the summer. Actually, Sophia was the one I learned that off of because she was sweating on the table, and I was like, dude, are you hot? She's like, oh, yeah. So I went out and got the air conditioner that night.
Yes, man. Oh, and look at the chandelier.
The chandelier is beautiful from Wayfair.com.
Wayfair, that's just what you need. I think that's the portion. Just thinking. Wow. So everything in the logo above.
Yeah, my husband made that.
So you guys can see. There's miracles right above the door. There we go. See? So this is Careys' setup, and it's perfect. It's wonderful. You guys are always thinking you gotta have like a huge brick and mortar store, but no, brick and mortar stores, they will actually cost you a small fortune, like literally. And a fortune really means a fortune, like a fortune of a small country. Like some countries don't even spend that much on their whole GDP for the whole year than what we're spending on for a whole entire franchise. Because we spend like $500,000 or $250,000, whatever it is. It's very expensive to actually have your own brick and mortar. You're basically buying another house. Like it's another mortgage, literally, if not more, give or take. So wow, Carey, I really appreciate it. This is wonderful. You have your stools, you have writing pads, utensils.
Yes,
tissues.
because you know you get the most brilliant ideas in the middle of a massage session, and then you forget instantly when you walk out that door.
That's correct.
So it's very important to have pen and paper because you get the best ideas, and then it's like when you leave the massage, it's gone.
That's so true.
Right?
That is so true.
Yep. So that's why that is there for sure.
And you have a different bolster. Everybody's thinking like you have to have the regular flat bolsters.
I have this large bolster for people with lower back pain.
Yes.
This is so good. This is a big one, and then of course the little one.
Wow. Can we demonstrate the big one? Because I've never seen it that big. Yeah, that's awesome. So see how the bigger one, it sits on that. It's that big though. So I don't think that is smaller.
It's probably like 8 inches or 6 inches, maybe 8 inches.
No, but that's good for a bigger client. Yes.
Bigger clients and people with lower back pain.
Thank God. Yes, I need that. Man, how much did you spend for that one?
I think it was like 40.
Yeah.
And it was the cheapest one I could find.
Gotcha. Okay, this is wonderful.
Thank
This
you.
is so wonderful.
Thank you.
Man, and she has business cards and other...
Yes, friends of mine's business
Whoa,
cards.
she's promoting other people's businesses. Do you guys see
Yes,
this?
natural hair lady. This is Sophia's card, esthetician.
Wow.
This is chiropractor, a dentist. This is a lady who helps with old people and solar panels.
Wow, that's awesome.
And here's the CBD oil. Buy CBD oil online. Here, you want one of these?
Yeah, sure. I will take it. Thank you. Right. Man, that is so much. I mean, so wonderful that you cross promote.
Yes, of
Help
course.
other people out.
Of course.
And I can see on, she has everything that she accepts. All the major credit card companies, Square, so you can come in. Phone. Yep, everything. Oh, so sorry, you guys couldn't see that. Great.
So I do use Square. It's a little expensive.
It is.
It's gonna be hard.
What's it hard? And I can't use my light because it's attached. But it's okay. As long as we can see. This is wonderful. Thank you, Carey.
Thank you.
And so now people have a better idea of what to do.
It's not hard. It's very easy, actually. All you need is commitment.
Yes, a lot. Yes, and it's all going to work out.